Number one in the models of yesteryear from the 1960s and popular to collect today, as always, is the Model T Ford. Take a look at the Model T Ford. This is my favorite of the Matchbox yesteryears. Quite beautiful. Now, the red can vary slightly in shade, and the gold can be anywhere from dull to brilliant gold. This one is pretty brilliant and quite beautiful. I think this is a knockout model. She is so pretty. Wow. Just take a gander at that. The red color, the gold wheels, my favorite, definitely by far, of the Matchbox models of yesteryear, the Model T Ford, 1911 Model T Ford. Number two, the 1911 Renault. 1911 Renault, another beauty with the green color, gold trim. Look at that. The red seats really set it off nice. Isn't that a gorgeous model? And you know, these yesteryear's models, they are not very expensive because typically our dads bought them and they hung on to them and they didn't really get played with. So there's a lot of them in really good shape. Now, I do have a couple variations. I've read in a book recently that this model that you're looking at now is an early model because it has on the spare tire right there, the spare tire, it has 4 prongs, whereas the later model has 3 prongs. Let's get this straight here. Look at that, 3 prongs on the spare tire. So there's a variation in the models that I have here today on the 1911 Renault. Number 3, 1910 Mercedes-Benz Limousine, right there. This one, sort of a cream color, very much sort of a cream with some green trim. An interesting looking model. It's got a green insert on the grille, a lot of brass looking or gold trim, and the big seat in the back there where you can sit and enjoy the sunshine as your friends, oh look at that, you sit there like a little conversation pit in the back, seats facing each other while your driver takes you through town. What a neat model. 1910 Mercedes-Benz Limousine. The Mercedes-Benz Limousine also comes in this dark green color. The dark green color on the Y3 Mercedes. And I have another color here in stock, the lime green Mercedes. Look at that. Look at that variety. 3 different models of the Mercedes-Benz Limousine. You've got the dark green, light green, and the cream or beige. Look at those guys. Fabulous. Wow. There's a lot of variety to collect in the Matchbox models of yesteryear. Number 4 in the line, 1909 Opel Coupe. The 1909 Opel Coupe. This one in white with tan top and red seats. A pretty neat little model. I believe it's the only model in line in the 60s that came in white. Look at that thing. Very, very cool. Got the little clips there for the top. Got the red grille insert. Very nice. Alright, here's the number 5, the 1907 Puzo. 1907 Puzo. That's a good looking model. Look at that window in the back. That is classy. Wow, black satin top, yellow, got a 3-prong spare tire holder there, black plastic steering wheel, grille insert is still there. Look at that, that is a gorgeous, gorgeous model. Number Y5, 1907 Puzo. Next up, the Y6, 1913 Cadillac. 1913 Cadillac. Look at her, she's gorgeous. What is that? It's a gold finish. Most of these finishes are sort of a metallic, good colors, nice brass work. I guess that's gold plated. I don't know how they did that, but it sure looks nice. Could it be polished brass? No, I think that would be a different color. Anyway, look at the detailing on that. Look at the little horn sticking out the side. The headlights. Very delicate craftsmanship on these models. A good looking number Y6, 1913 Cadillac. Beautiful. Y7, 1912 Rolls-Royce, 1912 Rolls-Royce. Wow, look at the detailing on that. That is a fabulous model. Got a nice dark gray on top, silver on the sides and top of the motor, red on bottom, red seats, burgundy, something like that. So nice. So many different things going on with that model. Look at that thing, and it's gigantic too. It's a big model, big and heavy. Very nicely detailed. Look at that. Got the little horn on the side. Look at the little tanks on the side, the steps. Look at all the detail that goes into that. It's surprising these models are not way more popular, because they are very inexpensive compared to other collectibles from the time period. Y8, number 8, is the Stutz Bearcat. It is a cool, I think it's a Bearcat. Nope, 1914 Stutz Type 4E Roadster. Very cool. 4-cylinder side valve engine with 36 horsepower and rear wheels driven by a shaft 3-speed gearbox. There's a lot of information on the side of these boxes. Now this box is the window box, which is a later model, later in the 60s. The earlier boxes had the art pictures on the front. Now the art picture boxes are more expensive than the window boxes, which are more frequently seen and less popular. But look at the beauty. This one, the Y8, this is the last one I had. The reason I'm making this video today is because my Models of Yesteryears are selling out, and I'm not going to have them all to show you in the future. But right now, I've got a full selection, so it's important to get them down onto this video. Look at this one, has a copper boiler on the back there, a gas tank. I guess it would be a boiler, it would be a steam engine. This is a gasoline engine. Look at that thing. Look at all the different colors. Green, tan, that dark red, the gold, the copper, the black plastic. Wow. That a lot of work went into this model. So cool. So very, very nice. Really love this one. This one's gorgeous. Y9, 1912 Simplex. The 1912 Simplex. Look at that thing. Look at the detailing on that. Look at that top with the 4 connectors on the sides. 2 of them, oh, they all hook into the seat, and then 2 in the back. Look at all the work they did on this guy. Look, it's got a little shock showing on the back. Got the tan top, the red seats. Got the brake there with the tire holder. I think that's actually the brake handle as well, or the shifter, who knows. I've never driven a car made in 1912. That's over 100 years ago. It sure would be exciting, though, to sit in a car like this and go for a ride. Now, does it have a windshield? I don't think it does. I guess you'd have to wear goggles when you rode in it. That's so funny. But look at that. It's beautiful. Light green. I think it might look a little dark green in the video, but it's a very light green, actually. I may be putting too much light on the subject, but it looks fantastic. All right, the next one up is the number 10, 1906 Rolls-Royce Silver Ghost. Now, it's not in silver. It's in a lime green. I guess we could call it the lime green Ghost. But it is gorgeous. Silver Ghost 1906 Rolls-Royce. Look at that thing. That is crazy cool. I sure would like to go for a ride in that one. That is neat. Silver Ghost, powered by a 6-cylinder engine, giving it capacity of 7,036 cc's. 4-speed gearbox, capable of speeds of nearly 50 miles per hour. And the basic design remained for 19 years. Wow, they just kept making that for a long time. That is a neat model, the Rolls-Royce. Number Y10 in the Matchbox Yesteryear series. This next one is the number 11, the classic. I think it's a classic Packard, 1912 Packard Lawn Delay. And when you see it, you'll recognize it as something else. Oh, look at that. It looks like a Munsters coach. It's the 1912 Packard Lawn Delay. This one with the silver trim. This is a neat model. It's an early model, as it was replaced by the 1938 Lagonda, which I do not have at this time. Later in the 60s, this is an early one, I think 63, 64, maybe earlier. The earlier boxes are of a different design with the Models of Yesteryear in the arc across the top. And that is a very cool model. I don't get this one very often, but I really like it because it reminds me of the Munsters. I'm noticing now that that front wheel looks to be gold. Wait a minute. I see silver wheel, silver spoked wheel. Everything is mostly silver on this model, but coming around to this side, one wheel looks gold. That's funny. And all the rest are silver. That is a neat model of 1912 Packard Lawn Delay. Number 12, 1909 Thomas Flyabout. All right, Thomas, you fly about. Now, this is one of the larger models, definitely. Look at the size of this thing. 1909 Thomas Flyabout. Wow. Let's see, why do they call it that? Let's look at the information on the back of the box. Oh, it's in French, it's in German. The most complete, luxurious, and fastest production car made in 1909. Often referred to as the world's most perfect car. Oh, this one, the particular model that they took this off of is at the Harris Automobile Collection in Reno, Nevada, where it's on display. This is a 1/48 scale model of that 1909 Thomas Flyabout. Wow, what a fabulous... One of these days I have got to get a ride in one of these 100-year-old cars. It just looks so cool. Coming down the home stretch, number 13, 1911 Daimler. 1911 Daimler. There she is. Yellow. A dark yellow. This one, the grill has fallen out. That happens sometimes. The grill will fall out of these guys because they shrink a little bit, come popping out. But there she is, the 1911 Daimler. With no top on this particular model. Look at those highly detailed spoked wheels. Wow, you know, I've never really stared at this particular model, but man, those wheels are something else. Look at that. Those are very nice. Very nicely detailed. A great model with finely detailed wheels. And that is number 13. What's number 14? Let's take a look. Number 14, 1911 Maxwell Roadster. Maxwell Roadster, and there she is. The Maxwell in the pale blue or turquoise or some sort of blue. Now there is some variations to these models. I can't cover them here today because I do not have my Matchbox variation guide at hand. Somewhere around here, but look at the details on this guy. It's got the brake handle on the side, got the headlights sticking out, it's got the side lights, or coach lights I suppose they would call them. Got a little tank on the side there, gold wheels, very pretty. Brass on the gas tank. Neat little part they cast and put in there. With the spare tire, looks like it could almost come off if you needed one. But that is the 1911 Maxwell Roadster, which leaves only a couple more models. Let's see what they are. All right, the number 15 is a Rolls-Royce Silver Ghost. And you know, I've never noticed this before, but this is actually one of the older models. It was added on earlier than some of the other models that we've looked at. The Silver Ghost, and then it eventually became number 10. It was number 15 to begin with, and then it became number 10 because we had the number 10 1906 Rolls-Royce, and I think it's the same exact model. Let's take a look. Is it the same? Is it a different casting? It doesn't have the license plate on the later one. The grille is different. There's quite a bit of differences there. Yeah, there's quite a bit of differences. I can see some things, quite a few things. But the older one is the coolest one of all. Of all the Matchbox models of yesteryear, I think it's probably one of the neatest ones. It's got the silver headlights, the gold trim. It's got the gold on the tips of the side lights there. That's pretty neat. They had to probably do that by hand. Got the black seats. That is a very neat model. Definitely going to keep one of those in my collection. The number 15. The number 15. One to go. All right, the last one today, number 16. Number 16, Models of Yesteryear. This one, the Spiker Veteran Automobile. The Spiker Veteran. This one, what is that on the front? I don't know. There's, in front of the grille, there's another device, but I'm not sure what that is. This one is an oldie. Look at that. Now, the spare's got silver metal in the center. The wheels are sort of gold. Maybe the gold has just disappeared from this model. Do you think maybe the silver is just gold missing? There she is, yellow with the green seats. The Spiker. From what year is this? Let's take a look at the box. So, let's see. Jimmy Spiker was selected as opposition. Let's see. The Dutch. Oh, it's a Dutch car. 4 cylinders, side valve. Model with the maker's horsepower rating of 18. 1904. 1954. The prototype of this model journeyed to Holland to take part in the 700th anniversary celebrations of the town of Alkmaar. Being a Dutch car, a very special welcome of honor. The Dutch car in the lineup, and that is number 16. So we had 1 through 16 for the Models of Yesteryear's cars. Thanks for joining me, folks. And please enjoy this and all my other 334 videos at this point. And I will see you later. Oh, and be sure to call me if you want to buy some Models of Yesteryear. And of course, did I say yesteryear? Models of Yesteryear. And be sure to check out my website, ToyCarCollector.com. You all know it by now, hopefully. And just go ahead and call me up. Give me a text message if you'd like to get some Matchbox Models of Yesteryears, Hot Wheels, Matchbox, Johnny Lanings, all kinds of stuff. 60s and 70s mostly. And if you have anything to sell, of course, I'm always buying. Thanks for watching. Bye now.